Hi, I'm Lori Elliott. I love using Pixton in the classroom. It can be for reading and language, but it also is just as powerful for science, social studies, math, and even social emotional learning. Because of the idea bank, it's really helpful for teachers to find things that are already created that you can take and use immediately with your students. Some of my favorite lessons that have been used lately have to do with students really thinking about the characters and describing what's happening in fictional text. Another favorite that students really like is the idea of problem solving, figuring out ways for them to solve a problem and demonstrating that through the use of Pixton.
What I love most about Pixton is the engagement level it brings to the classroom. One of my favorite lessons that I've created so far on Pixton is the figurative language lesson. We spent a week studying common idioms and finding them while we were reading, and at the end of the unit, they were to make a Pixton comic that showed their understanding of a common idiom.
As a teacher, I love to use Pixton to engage students in a lesson. One of the lessons that I love is the STEM Reflection Challenge lesson. This lesson can be used with any hands-on STEM challenge that you have in your classroom. After they engage in their hands-on challenge, they can then reflect upon their learning using a Pixton comic.
I have many students that still have challenges using words to express themselves or to express their big ideas, and having the creative component of Pixton, it just opens up so many of my students and their creative abilities, their ability to connect to themselves and each other. One specific lesson that I love using right now is the gratitude journal. Each day the students are given an opportunity to document one thing that they're grateful for. The students just love seeing their gratitude journals evolve over weeks, but also that fun, playful, illustrated technique allows students to really dive deep into what they're thinking and feeling. It really is a safe place for students to express themselves in whatever way that they'd like.
Pixton is my go-to resource to use with students and teachers as we collaborate on projects together. Students are always fully engaged with Pixton from the moment they get to create their own avatars for the class photo to the opportunity to tap into their creativity as they get to design and develop their own comics. The ready-to-go lessons and lesson ideas housed in this new idea bank is exactly what teachers need and love. It's taking the stress off of them and the pressure to design lessons from scratch to use with Pixton.
I love Pixton.
Pixton is an amazing tool.
I love incorporating Pixton into my classroom.
I love using Pixton and recommending it to my teachers.
Pixton is always a winner. I love the opportunity for students to be creative, to figure out what they want to say and give them this different platform and way of expressing themselves. I hope you'll join me in your journey with Pixton, and I hope that you'll have fun using this with your students.